Let's see how it all unfolds here. Both sides have been sitting for a while, prime and ready to play. Show me something here, friends. Losers quarterfinals, top 8 here, Smash Ultimate.
Here's a key between these two players. They have played once before.
Yep.
Yesterday.
Let me hear it. And how did that go?
How do you think one of them was in losers earlier than the other? So Mugen, of course, went down that game. Unfortunately, that's the part of making a loser's run that can come and bite you, is that you have to face the person that sent you down earlier than you would expect.
We're getting that much-needed run back for sure. Gets the down tilt in the corner. Uh-oh, and then a little late right there on the down smash.
Oh, Mugen's execution is so good, though. Like, he's able to hit a lot of these more technical or, like, more difficult timing things, like the nair off the ledge, to respond as quickly as possible. He's so fast.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, again, you need that quick reactionary time, especially how explosive Onin can be at moments. Uh-oh. Okay, a little late on punishing the cart. Anvil on lock.
Okay.
Oh, and then actually not electing to go for anything too aggressive, wanting to run out of that corner, and I don't blame him.
Not at all. It does keep him alive, and it actually allows Hyperkirby to take the stock. So far, a little bit of a lead there on, and still happy to farm. Wants to get a little bit more out of this. Did not wind up pulling a diamond before the second stock, and that's usually like a Turing test for a Steve of how well they're doing in a game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely certain things that your opponent's going to be looking for. My God. Okay, and again, we're just going to get the later, or the further away hitbox, excuse me, of the double-edged dance, but the cart right on time, and you can see the Mugen's face. All right, I'll give you that.
A little bit of a neck crack left and right. The redstone minecart, that is one thing he was able to mine before losing that first stock, and the diamond still has not been pulled just yet. I wonder if he's saving it at this point, knowing he does not have time to mine a second one.
Yeah, I got to give it to Onin. I mean, always knowing the right time to go for a cart. He needs to find the right time for a comeback here, though. Oh wait, where are we
cheeky.
going?
I like the idea. I think that there was something there, but couldn't quite find the execution. They are a very smart player. I'll give it to them.
You gotta be intelligent to play a character like this. I'm sorry. The character is cracked out of its mind, but not anybody can just pick this character up and do what Onin has been doing here as of late.
No, they are one of the best in the world for a reason. They are former number 10 in the world for a reason. 1 iron in the deck. We were able to pull out the diamond, so closing out this stock is only a matter of time.
Uh-oh, and then before he could let it rip, unfortunately enough, the immediate answer back on Hyperkirby, counting his stars there. Oh, yeah, come here. Yeah, that's a little too hungry on my shield. My God!
Yeah.
Okay, gets the one-hit nair, and then does find the opening with the F smash, but unfortunately not the right hit. But you got to be on high alert right now if you're on and on that platform.
No, yeah, those custom combos that Hyperkirby is throwing out, Onin definitely has to be concerned. So they've set up a wall for themselves, but it's a little bit too tight into the corner. They're in disadvantage. They are off stage. How do you get back? Of course, it's minecart. As long as you have 1 iron in the deck, you have something to work with, making it back to the stage.
As long as you got a stock, okay, you still got a chance when you're playing, you know, a Steve at this level, man.
How much more do we have on that diamond pickaxe, though? Not enough to keep you alive anyway. Back air closes out the stock, and Hyperkirby, you took 1 Steve out of bracket already. Is this another one you're going to take out?
Look, man, this could be the season of the Roys right now. Black Joy Roy, I'm here. I'm here for it. Black Boy Joy Roy. Did we just? I think 'tis the season. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I know that's right.
Let's go.
Production, they said they're in, I'm in. Here we go right now. Enderman's locked in right now. We're switching off to Alex. Hyperkirby looking pretty strong as we kick off this game number 2.
Building a nice tall wall with a TNT to make it very difficult for Hyperkirby to approach. Smart option there to get yourself some iron tools, get some iron on deck, and start your mining early. That's the thing Onin didn't get to do last time, and that's, I think, what cost him the game.
Yeah, that might have been
the game.
No, 100%. I think that might have been the biggest difference maker for sure, is just the manageability of your resources. Ooh. And I'm swinging through the wall here this time. Okay, we're going low. He said you go low. I can go lower, my friend.
Set up the reverse L next to ledge, trying to give Hyperkirby the reverse L on this second game.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, and before you could even swing with forward air right there, Onin already breaking their way through towards center stage. Okay, just always having that immediate follow-up after every exchange. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay, standing jab. I'm gonna find this double-edged dance sooner or later.
Very nicely caught the neutral tech. The first one misses, but the rest connect. Hyperkirby's awareness to know when to go for what is important, especially because you're playing from behind. Uh-oh, that down smash can't land on the blocks too unsafely, especially with a move with end lag.
Oh.
But it keeps you alive that time. The blocks not properly placed to edge guard Hyperkirby, but it's keeping Onin in a nice position to where they are not worried and they just rip the up smash to read the roll.
That's right, and that's the tricky part, I think, about Roy at times. You know, you're up against somebody, you know, like Onin and Steve, who, again, they might not always want to, you know, go for the boxing match, but in those moments where they're very confident that they'll win it, that's a very dangerous Onin. And knowing that you have to swing so close to your body, I should be able to scoop you up. Clean stuff right here, being able to take that stock, but you got a lot of work ahead of you right now because Onin is on another level. Double S dance again.
Starting a little bit of an opening right there, but not quite enough. Hyperkirby continuing to press the attack, not letting Onin mine anything else. And with no iron available, getting back to stage is a little bit more dangerous. Not grabbing the ledge secondly, so he does not get the ledge trump against Onin. However, he does find a little bit more value right here. That is huge. The DI in, unfortunately, the percentage isn't there.
I'm loving these one-hit nairs, too. I mean, again, you know, you go up against somebody like Steve like this, and you're on that platform, you're thinking, I got to get the hell out of the way. I ain't got no business up here. Unfortunately enough, though, for him, you know, I kind of want to play on these platforms, but great stuff right there on Onin's side. Looking really good as we close out that game number 2. It was kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of situation on their side.
And really, it's more about the checkmate situation that Onin set up. They put the blocks down knowing that Hyperkirby likes to recover high whenever the blocks come down, as opposed to maybe stalling off stage and trying to wait it out. Not that you have that many options as Roy, but you have to come up high. So they decided to throw the down smash as well, making landing on the platforms that you've placed a whole lot more dangerous.
Yes.
There is a way around it. You can snap to ledge. It's very difficult to find the timing, though, and if Onin lets the down smash rip early enough, you are, again, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And that's such a tricky spot, too, because even if you overshoot the ledge, you still run the risk of being on the opposite side of Onin, who will have the presence of mind to know how to time it so it will catch you on one of the two sides. It's such a weird spot to be in. And again, this is kind of the risk you run when you play against swordies. You know, the swordies are great, but those recovery options are very linear. Getting walked right now due to that weight. Okay, frame 5 jab. I'm fighting my way through. Hold on, fam.
Okay, going up and down with these combos to attack 80%, 94% on Hyperkirby, which means that your next move is going to be quite dangerous. Shielding the entirety of the anvil is so scary, but it pays off for Hyperkirby in that moment. Double edge dance facing the wrong way, and the shield being so low from the anvil before means that he gets shield poked off stage, and Onin almost closing it out with a raw down smash.
Okay. Down to, yeah, you're roadkill, though. I'm
Yeah.
about to run you over. You ain't never seen a car before where you're from. Okay. Came through. And now this is exactly what you want to see right now if you're on it. I got the lead. You know, I'm in control of most points on the mat, but also off stages where I'm showing a lot more promise here. I think that was the difference between this set and the one that we seen Onin playing earlier, but in a traditional Hyperkirby fashion, that answered back to equalize the stocks.
And I love that it was sour nair one, and it still connects into the up tilt. Again, just knowing what your options are on Roy, Hyperkirby utilizes so many sour spot combo confirms that we don't normally see from Roy's.
Yeah.
And it's so useful in this matchup where the closer that you get to Onin, the more dangerous things are.
Well, I'll
Keep
say
your
it
distance.
once, I'll say it again. That is the mark right there of a real poised Roy. I mean, again, just knowing, again, not only how to convert off of when things are sweet, but also the sour into sweet as well. Whoa, ain't nothing sweet about this. You got to get out that corner. Aggressive option on the way back. Not wanting to fall victim to another down tilt.
Forward throw keeps him in the corner.
Okay,
they can't get back. Oh, but they do. They find it. I can't believe the up smash connected. It looked like Hyperkirby was behind them.
That is just a... Where does up smash on Steve rank in terms of some of the stronger ones? I know, like, you got, like, Piranha playing up smash. You got, like, Ganon up smash. I feel like Steve up smash has to be somewhere in that same neighborhood.
It's a powerful one for sure.
They gotta be from the same neighborhood. Jesus.
Jumping out of the second hit of Anvil, trying to connect right there. The block interrupts a little bit, so you don't get the sweet spot on the fair that definitely would have taken the stock. Dangerous position right here, but the Blazer again doesn't take it.
Okay, message is definitely sent, though, here on Hyperkirby's side. I will come out here and get you. I don't care what the stock count is. I don't care what the stock deficit is. The percent, it don't matter. Jumping over that perfectly placed block and then still finding sour fair, I think that says a lot.
Ooh, batted back by the Diamond, though. Diamond tools are going to make things up very scary at 70%. A raw F smash could definitely take the stock, but Onin doesn't want to throw anything out too risky. Just finding his up tilt confirms, and the back air is DI'd straight up and in, not expecting that move to connect, I suppose. And Hyperkirby has his stock robbed.
Okay. Hyperkirby had to do some thinking right there. Had to the ponderer. I'm noticing things. Dang.
How do we lock back in to take out another Steve? It's the Steve gauntlet, and getting double eliminated by the #1 seed of the tournament for 5th is not satisfying.
Has to feel, gonna make you feel a type of way. I gotta give it to Hyperkirby. The moments where Onin is asleep at the wheel in the corner are the moments where Hyperkirby really starts to explode. I mean, I feel like getting most of the KOs with, you know, jab into reverse something or the plays on the platform. Those are moments where you think you're okay to play versus most characters, but Jesus Christ, I'm not most characters and most players. This is just not a good start right now. My God.
Mugen drops a little bit of a head tilt at the end of that one, saying, I know that I have to hold that, but the position it puts me in Game 4 is too difficult. And finding your way back in is even harder when you're getting walked by Onin. They're having no trouble maintaining this lead, but Hyperkirby finds an important string to return the Elytra to weave right around, as you did not have Iron available. But now that we have one in the deck, they try to pull it out, but the minecart is broken up. Hyperkirby, one more chance at an edge guard. It's just too hard.
It is. Gets the B reverse right there on the way back. Got to keep your landing options as ambiguous as ever. Up tilt, nothing. Yeah, get back down there. It's whack-a-mole time.
And batted right out. Jab on shield is too difficult, and that closeness as well. So trying to play around on and mashing on shield. The Blazer again does not take the stock.
It is where things get a little dicey at times for the Roy mains. You know, when you get the lead, or excuse me, you're not in the lead anymore, and more importantly, that one hit to convert into something is not working in your favor. Now you're swinging for the fences, but when Roy swings, it's a very telegraphed option. You know what's coming. Oh, yeah. Mega unfortunate. Evened up the stocks, but for a brief moment, Onin was able to regain that lead again.
It's one of those checkmate scenarios again. I feel like Roy has to air dodge back to stage very, very early, like from all the way in the blast, and you have to air dodge just so that you can hold your jump for a little bit longer to get around that trap that Onin sets up. But oh my God, getting around the trap now is the least of Hyperkirby's worries.
Yeah, seriously, getting walked right now into the corner. Perfectly placed air dodge to get themselves out of harm's way. Uh-oh, no down there at all. Gets up off the platform improperly. Did you just... Okay.
Onin lost the pickaxe, though, which means that they weren't able to pull out an iron. Hyperkirby wants to take it as far as they can go, and they do, because the Elytra comes out, because they did not have minecart, because they didn't have iron, because their tool broke. What an unfortunate sequence of events that might allow Hyperkirby to send this to a Game 5. He's trying to make every moment of it, trying to take it the entire distance at this point with the ledge trap. Tries to let an F smash rip. All right. All right, still keeping it alive with the F tilt, though.
Okay, get out that corner. You cannot be in that corner versus Onin.
Trying to get back now with the wall. It's too difficult.
Can't.
It's too hard, but the gold tools are too weak.
Oh, and then the phenomenal read right there. And it will look like maybe a hurt box shift with how F smash comes out. Had the right option with the standing jab, but just mispositioned, and Onin made him pay for it. Damn. That was a comeback indeed right there from Hyperkirby, but Onin was able to succeed. Damn.
Oh man, Mugen really had an opportunity there. Really made a lot out of every opening there. Was just too far at a deficit from that first stock robbery.
Dang. That is how you make a comeback. I mean, that was just textbook Hyperkirby, Roy. I mean, that combination of player, character is something so deadly at all points of the match. You really can't